What's up, everybody? Welcome. What?
Cheetah's gone.
Oh, God dang it. There. See, I wasn't muted. Things were going good. There's always something every time. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the WardCast. Every Saturday, we're here live for your viewing or listening pleasure to talk about what matters most: video game news, machinima, survival horror, and just games in general. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Hello, hello.
Alec Funnel.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And Shayla Hill.
Happy Valentine's Day!
See, two of us are happy.
Wow. We're the misery merchants, I guess, Jazz?
Yep.
We're here
No,
to
I'm
bring
just
everything
not a
down.
Hallmark holiday follower.
Wow. So, have you
Wake up,
guys...
sheeple.
What? Have you guys heard about this Resident Evil Requiem supply issue thingy going on? I know, Jazz, I think you linked me to it, so you're aware of it. But
yeah,
some retailers, including Amazon, are running into fulfillment issues for the deluxe
Oh,
edition,
no.
which is shocking. I know, who would have thought? But yeah, it's to the point where orders are getting delayed or outright canceled entirely. And of course, I'm one of the affected ones, because why wouldn't I be? It's how it goes. But mine isn't canceled yet, but my current estimated ship date is March 19th, so pretty much
Never.
a month after release. So yeah, that's great. So I don't know what the fuck.
Digitally?
I really don't want to buy it twice. But I mean, I'm not gonna fucking wait a month to play it, and I don't want to cancel my order because, like, not only do I just want the deluxe edition in general, but if this is the case, like, it's probably going to be like super rare, and it's going to be hard to track that down later. So like, I don't want to have to deal with that. So I don't know. If I have to buy it again, I'm probably going to buy it physically anyway and just have a standard copy for my collection, because it's another $70. Like, I want to have something for that money, not just a fucking digital icon on my system. I hate that. I am very uncomfortable. I'm deeply uncomfortable with the idea of paying $70 for a digital item. I do not like that at all. So I don't know. The only thing is, like, it would be nice to be able to play it at whatever midnight. I think you can download it typically at midnight.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. But I mean, if I wait 6 hours, I can just go pick it up at like Walmart or whatever, and then actually feel like I have something for my money. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
Aren't most Walmarts open 24 hours?
Not anymore. Not here, at least.
I know, right?
Ever since COVID. Yeah, they stopped being 24 hours.
Mm.
They open at 6 o'clock. So,
what a bunch of poop.
I mean, I probably won't even be awake at midnight anyway. So, I don't know. We'll
old.
see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how driven I am in the moment. If I want to.
Nobody got time for
deal with that.
And then, even if you had it digitally, you had to wait for it to download and install, so that'll be another 6 hours.
I mean, I have to deal with that either way, unfortunately, but yeah. Though sometimes, if the data is actually on the disk, which I would hope it would be, sometimes it installs a little bit faster off of the disk than downloading it through the internet. So I don't know. Pros and cons, I guess. But this also seems to be affecting other versions of the game as well. The Japanese Collector's Edition obviously sold out a while ago. That one's not available anymore, which is basically the deluxe edition anyway. And then the standard physical Japanese edition is also selling out at several retailers, which is interesting. Similar to the issue we were having with Claire Obscure, only it's extra weird because it's a AAA Capcom title. You'd think they'd be producing a shit ton of these to meet the demand of release, but I guess not. But yeah, is this affecting any of you guys? Jazz, I don't think you're even buying it, are you? Yeah, you're skipping. Alec, are you waiting? Are you buying it when it comes out?
I got the digital version coming. So
you piece of shit! How fucking dare me? How dare you do that to me? What about you, Shayla? You're gonna get it day one, right?
Yes, I just don't. Yeah, well, I don't know. So here's my issue is that I prefer physical, but the last couple times I've gotten physical stuff, it's like obviously it's either not on the disc, and the physical edition is usually so shitty and flimsy, like with the most basic ass like piece of paper and nothing else included. It's kind of like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I putting in all this extra effort for a piece of plastic? And
Yeah, I mean, obviously the biggest thing is going to be like you would hope that the data would be on the disk and it would be, playable offline and all that stuff. That's the most important thing. And for the
it's
most
just
part, most games come out on the disk. Obviously, it's going to be the shitty, unoptimized, unupdated version of it, but at least it's there usually, not
mhm,
not all the time, but
mhm.
um yeah.
The only most likely I'll just get the physical. The only exception is like there are like if it happens to like fall on it, like if I have the day off or something and I happen to like want to be up at midnight and play it right away, then may just pull the trigger on the digital. But if I go to sleep early like I usually do, then yeah, I'll probably just wake up and go buy the physical in the store when I on the way home from work.
If you buy it digitally, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know.
Well, if I'm playing it tonight, then you'll know.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Alec and I did a React stream for both the Sony State of Play and the Silent Hill transmission on Thursday. And it was it was pretty lame, but I mean that's the usual situation with these stupid streaming events. They're not very eventful. So the Silent Hill transmission was pretty much or not pretty much, it was exclusively Townfall, which does not look good. It's a first person stealth game with Ascension vibes, kind of a little bit, which is not great. And instead of being what I thought it would be, which was you know, a story about the town fall, the fall of the town of Silent Hill in the name, I figured that was pretty obvious. But apparently, it's not that. It's about a different town that's not in Silent Hill, of course. So, yeah,
What?
where is it? It's in one of Alec's favorite towns, apparently.
Glasgow, Scotland.
Scotland. Yeah.
I didn't say it was my favorite.
It was sarcasm.
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
it's a Silent Hill game that's not in Silent Hill.
yep, another one. And it's
How many
extra shitty
times?
because it's called Townfall. I mean, what are we doing here? What the fuck?
How many times did they say Japan?
Oh god, what was it, like 42 or something like that? I'm scarred for life. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
not great.
The fuck?
Did you
But
just
but
wake
but but
up?
no, I was gonna say I was waiting for a moment
Oh.
to mention Castlevania.
Yeah, but it looks bad.
I know it looks doopy poopy.
Like I was telling Alec, it looks like a shittier version of Bloodstained. Like, what?
Yeah.
How are you not even going to live
I
up to
was
the competition? Like, you created the thing and a competitor is doing it better than you? What the fuck is that?
I was bummed about the art direction, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like, I'm still mildly interested. It's just like I would rather have a 3D Castlevania, and if not, if they're going to do a 2D one, then at least do it right, you know?
Right?
But at the same time, it's like I feel like we kind of got enough 2D retro Castlevania with all the collections that have been coming out. There was like what 3 or 4 different collections. So like that itch is scratched if you wanted to, play that kind of a Castlevania game. There's tons of it out there for you to play, and it's very accessible. So I don't know, I just feel like it's not needed right now. But at least they're doing something with the IP. It's, I'll give it that. At least it's not just sitting in the darkness doing nothing like it typically is doing.
And that's why I want to give it an honest chance, because it's like they made a new one.
Yeah, it's just they're shooting themselves in the foot like most companies do. You know, they're going to release this half-assed Castlevania that isn't going to sell well, and then they're going to blame that. They're going to be, oh, well, this game didn't sell well, so we're not going to make another one. Well, like, make one that's of quality and it'll fucking sell, and then everything will be fine.
I also thought it was weird. It was like, at the very least, why didn't they go for like the anime, like the Netflix style? Like, I feel like they didn't. It doesn't look like any other Castlevania.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it kind of loosely has like the anime Castlevania style a little bit.
It doesn't though. It
A
doesn't
little
look like
bit.
anything.
Well, it
I don't
doesn't.
know.
The style's different, but it's still like it's like an animated anime-ish design. They were probably trying to find, you know, they probably wanted to do something similar, but not like they probably wanted to separate it enough so it doesn't look like it's a continuation of that, because that's not what it is. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming they didn't want to have that confusion. But honestly, I don't even know if they thought it through that much. So
yeah, I just don't know what they were thinking with the. I don't know. I wish the art style was different.
it's not a good art style at all.
At least not for Castlevania.
I just don't like it at all, but especially for Castlevania.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talk a bit about everything that was shown in both live streams. So if you guys want to head over and check it out, you know, you can get a little bit more information there. We'll also be covering a little bit more in depth in some news articles on the podcast as well, probably soon. Hopefully next week. I've already started working on a Dead or Alive video. It's not a positive one, I'll tell you that. Spoiler alert. But yeah, there you go. That was fun. This week, we are continuing the conversation that we had last week about accessibility in gaming, what that actually means. Later in the show, we're going to take a look at a video from a YouTuber called Legendary Drops, who does an excellent job breaking down the topic. News this week also ties into this conversation. I only have one news video this week, but it's bigger than usual. It's about 6 minutes in length. Took me a long time to put together. Highly edited. I used like fucking 250 plus different assets, all that had to be edited and animated and all this kind of shit. It was a lot of fucking work. It basically turned into like a fucking conversation, like a topical video that I would just typically upload on its own. But it's also a news story as well. So, but yeah, it covers 2 or 3 multiple news stories kind of combined into one. And then it's also just kind of a conversation piece, all relating to that topic. So we'll watch that. And then I finally got my machinima done for the machinima challenge.
Woo!
Yeah, you guys were probably losing faith that I was going to get it done, but I did it.
I knew you could do it.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, a lot of it was done in like one take because I was running out of time, and like I was getting to the point where I was going to be like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it again this week. I'll delay it again, and I didn't want to do that, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing it. I did one fucking take. I did the best I could in one shot, so it's not the greatest thing ever, but it came together all right.
Hey.
But yeah, so we'll watch that. We'll watch Alex Machinima and my Machinima, and we'll close out that Machinima challenge. We have a Machinima showcase as well. We'll watch that. Then game time with Ward a Monster and Game Face, followed by Nobody Asked Us. There you go. The end. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye. This has been an episode.
Alrighty, Jazz. Hello. How is things in Canada?
Things have not changed. Except for some reason I didn't play any video games at all this week, other than today.
No.
For a very brief moment. Sorry. Am I boring you, Shayla? She's like...
Oh.
I finished reading book 2 of the series that I'm in. It's super good. The series that I'm in, the series I'm reading. super good series. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be spending a lot of my time working and going to a lot of appointments in the next while, so I'm not going to be doing much of anything useful.
Oh,
Well, like video games. Actually, I might try to play some games. I installed a couple, I think, but then I didn't play them, so halfway there. But yeah, I keep looking at my shelves and I'm like, oh, I gotta play this and this and this and this and this and this. But then I just fall asleep. So yeah.
I know
Uh,
that feeling.
and today is Lara Croft and Jill Valentine's birthday. So yay,
Yay!
they old
happy
bitches.
birthday.
Happy birthday!
I was gonna be like I was gonna have them like sitting on my shoulders. But Jill's all the way over there and I don't feel like getting up. So
Wow.
Yeah, but
I
she's
don't really
way
going to
over
get
there
her.
now.
She's
Dedicated to
over
the
there,
bit.
not in her pants.
She's way over there now.
She took off with the damn pants?
No, she has a skirt. It's Resident Evil 3, Jill. Yeah. So that's me in the corner. Let's go to Alec.
Where's the spotlight?
It's
Well,
everywhere.
apparently it's
Everything
over
is
me now.
the spotlights are bright everywhere.
Yeah, so I watched the latest Fantastic Four movie, First Steps. And yeah, I've never been a fan of Fantastic Four, but I figured, all right, it's the newest one, let's give it a good old try. I watched all of it, and it's fucking boring.
Didn't they put like a super
So
shitty actor
boring.
in the new one?
Yeah,
It's
Pedro
Pascal.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
What's sad though is like it's probably the best Fantastic Four movie they've done, and it's still terrible and boring.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Those are stupid
Robert
movies.
Downey Jr. in it?
I mean, technically he had a cameo at the end because he's Doctor Doom now.
Oh, so they don't actually like start with him this one.
No, you don't even see him. Like you see
Oh,
the
wow.
back of him talking to
Oh,
another
wow.
character. Yeah, it's dumb.
I'm sorry.
So that was probably
Can
like the most exciting aspect. Sorry.
Yeah,
Can I
pretty much.
interrupt Alex week just for 2 seconds? When I said that, didn't they put a really shitty actor in that movie? And I went like IMDb. Immediately going on IMDb, I'm losing all faith in movies now because I'm just gonna share my screen to show you what I fucking saw and have no more faith in movies. Please, can we stop making movies? Please. Please
Oh,
stop.
no.
You didn't know about that?
I don't follow things, especially not Marvel things, especially not Nick Cage things.
Mhm.
And this is just when you don't follow anything and this comes up, you're like my brain just wants to just jump out of the window and leave my body behind to just
Yeah.
fend for itself. What the fuck?
It's because like they did that Spider-Verse movie, and Nick Cage he did the voice for that character in that animated movie,
So they
and
thought,
everyone was
hey, let's
freaking out. They're like, "Oh, they got to make him do an actual movie," and I guess they listened. So
it's like somebody went to take a piss and farted, and they were like, "Oh, we need to take a bigger shit and make it last longer." Sorry, Alec. You may continue your week now.
That's fine.
Upset. Ow.
speaking of taking a big shit, Alec, you can continue.
Yeah, so yeah, Fantastic Four was fantastic pile of shit. I played more Pokemon Emerald. I played in Platinum Monopoly, so that
Fucking
91.
Monopoly.
Sean's like, ooh,
Monopoly.
what did he platinum? No, never expect a big title, Sean.
I know. I should have known better.
So I now got 91 platinums on my PS
No, you
account. So I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
More than half of those are fake.
Not the point.
Fake news.
My name is Mayo. Monopoly.
Didn't you platinum like 3 of those My Name is Mayo games?
Yeah.
Yeah, those don't fucking count. Get out of here.
What the
It's
heck
funny.
are those?
Exactly.
It's,
There's
you press X to
go ahead.
make the jar of mayonnaise try to lift the lid off. the jar of mayonnaise.
Oh my gosh.
You can put it in weird costumes, and then you can go
Oh.
on a weird spiritual trip. I think that was in 3, where the jar of mayonnaise is walking through the woods and high, and it's just like, all right, fine.
Voiced by
Whatever.
Nick Cage
That'd be awesome.
before he gave up.
It's funny that game came up because there's a reference to it in the video that we're gonna watch later. Like, what
Oh,
are the
is
odds?
there?
What are the odds of that? It's crazy.
I also played new to me Demon's Souls.
Oh, cool. Did you like it?
Like the original or the remake?
It's the PS3 game, so
The original.
yeah. Unfortunately, it was all Japanese, so because I just downloaded it off the jailbroken PlayStation 3, so I could play it for fuck all, and it was all Japanese, and it was just like I'm playing along, and I'm like, okay, this is what you do, just hack and slash and guard and shit, and it's just like it's trying to tell me to do stuff with buttons, and it's all Japanese. I'm like, because I press the button and see what happens. I can't read. So yeah, I played a little bit of that, and I was like, well, maybe I'll find an English version of it at some point if it's cheap enough in CX or something. Then I played Deadpool, the PS3 game, and that was having fun with that. So I think I've done the first
actually a pretty good game, shockingly
enough.
enough.
I was getting into it, and I got up to the point where you can slap Wolverine so many times and you get a trophy for it. And I'm like, cool. It's like, this is for me. This is why I love
that
you.
would be your favorite part.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. And that was pretty much my week. So, Shea, how was your week?
So I'm still a little under the weather, so I didn't get to play a whole lot. I mainly just played a lot of Animal Crossing because it's kind of relaxing. And I did start the new season of Diablo 4 and got to try the new class. They're pretty OP, honestly. I like, oh, boo, 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 boo. And and I made sure, and I caught the Diablo announcement stream, and I don't know if did you guys catch that at all? So basically they did they talked about the next expansion, but kind of some news was that Diablo 2 the remaster got it got a new class, and it got a whole bunch of updates, like stuff that just a lot of like quality of life stuff basically, but it does have like a new class.
Why? Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Why are they adding shit to an old game?
Because they want to ruin it.
Gonna ruin. Oh, fuck.
Well, then forget I said anything.
They don't need to. They remaster an old, classic, amazing game. They shouldn't be adding stuff to it. A bunch of butts. That's why they got new games. Boo.
So yeah, the only thing I didn't really find that interesting was like the Diablo Immortal stuff, because I just don't play. It's too pay to win. So even though it looked cool, but there's basically like a new wizard class, and it's like a dark wizard where it's kind of like the necromancer in the sense that you get like minions you control.
The darkness.
Yeah, so you get to like summon demons to fight for you. And then you can, like, if you're done, like, you can consume them for different effects as well, I believe. So
There's a
I haven't
class
got to
like
try it.
that in World of Warcraft.
Oh, is there? Well, then I guess I'm not too surprised. But yeah, and they did add a lot of like quality of life stuff. I guess it's like stuff that already existed in Diablo 2 that people like typically mod in. So now it's like things officially in the game to add quality of life. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, other than Diablo and Animal Crossing, that's all I've really been playing. So yeah, that was my week. How was your week, Sean? You're muted.
It was okay. I forgot to mention last week, but I saw the new Silent Hill movie, Return to Silent Hill, and
why?
It was the worst.
Yeah, why would you do that to yourself?
I mean, I don't know. My expectations were as low as they could be, and somehow they still blew them away in how awful it was. It was just insane. It was. I'm tired of these people that make video game movies and shows and shit, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a fan of the source material." Blah, 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 blah. Like
Yeah.
bullshit. Don't lie.
So
when you say shit like that, people are just gonna get pissed if it's not true. So like, why even pretend? They're gonna find out.
So fun fact, because I'm gonna try to introduce it a little bit better when I told Jazz and somebody this the other day, but I found out through like a drama thing, through like a text message deposition on like a stupid lawsuit, that apparently the reason why directors change so much is if they change enough of the source material, like there's a certain percentage or things they have to change for them to get a writer's credit. And if they don't change enough, then they don't get that writer's credit. So that's why directors go so hard about changing. They don't want people to know this, I don't think. It only came out in like that stupid Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds deposition stuff in the text message, is that she was talking about that, yeah, if you change the source material enough, that's how you get a writer's credit. And that is 100% why I think so many directors do it.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is why you need somebody that is passionate about the project rather than trying to accomplish something specific, like a personal goal or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you need somebody that is above like wanting to prioritize like personal gain. Like, oh, this is going to do X, Y, and Z for me, so I'm going to do that. Like, it needs to be more than that. It needs to be like, I want to make a great Silent Hill movie, regardless of what that means. I'm going to make the sacrifices to get that done. Like, that's the kind of person that they need, and they never get those people. But when they say shit like, oh, I want to do it justice, I'm a big fan, and blah, 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 like, you're just putting a big target on your head that, people are just waiting to fucking take you out and tear you apart because, they have expectations when you say shit like that. But yeah, it felt like the director had just no idea. Like, he had a very, like, I don't know, it felt like he had like a secondhand interpretation of like what Silent Hill might be. Like, he didn't actually
directed the first one.
I know, it makes no sense, but that's how it felt. Like, it felt like he had a conversation with somebody else about like the Silent Hill universe, and he just kind of got some vague ideas of what that could actually be, and then he made a movie based on that. Like, he actually had no idea like what the fuck he was doing. That's what it felt like. Because just like the story makes no sense. The changes that they made make no sense. The characters were changed in dumb ways that ruin everything. The story doesn't make any sense because of the changes that were made. It's nonsensical. The whole thing makes no sense from a story perspective. Whether you're talking about like, you're just going in and watching it as a moviegoer that knows nothing about Silent Hill, like, the story makes no fucking sense. But if you actually are a fan, which most people that went to see it probably were, it's 10 times fucking worse. It's just a slap in the face. It's bad, real bad.
Damn. Slap in the face.
Slap in the face. I played a little more of this thingy. And
of this thingy.
You do that all the time.
I played some of this.
I thought it was there long enough to see it. And
then you're like, I played this.
Here, I'll just leave it here for
Oh.
the rest of the goddamn podcast. All right.
Good. There you go.
It's time for
Closer.
some news now. Closer. I got a good deal on this.
Kind of mad. I'm kind of mad that was a Tomb Raider thing.
I got a really good deal
Oh,
on
I
this.
was curious about that.
It was only $20, which is really good because it just came out pretty much. So I decided to pick that up, and it's pretty good. It's not the greatest thing ever. Kind of Devil May Cry / Final Fantasy combination. But it's getting better the more I play it. Combat was a little simple at first, but unlocking stuff makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Um, and just getting used to the combat too helped because it was a little janky at first. But yeah, I like it. It's more cinematic than I thought it was going to be, which is good. Um, and it's just crazy because like what's really interesting about that game is it came from a single developer initially. Like one dude was making this game, and over like we talked about it on the podcast, but the one guy was working on this game for like I want to say 6 or 7 years or something like that, pretty much by himself. And then eventually Sony found out about him and partnered with him and gave him resources and more crew to help flesh out the game. And this is kind of a cool little story. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's not being received very well. I think the reviews are not great, mostly because of like optimization and performance issues, from what I understand. But seems to run pretty okay from what I can tell. So maybe they patched it. I don't know, but everything else seems good. Story's good. Gameplay's good.
Patches.
I'm content with it.
You're content, like woo.
Woo! No, I like it. It's good. I found out recently that there was an uncensored 4K Blu-ray release of Night of the Living Dead remake, the 90s one that came out a few months ago. And I really fucking want it because it's the first time the movie has ever come out uncensored since it released in 1990. And it was kind of a big deal because like the movie completely changed because of the heavy censorship that it received. Like they took out
Oh.
basically all the violence and gore, pretty much like 90% of it. And like the director basically said they ruined the movie and it wasn't anything like his initial vision, so we never got to see that. So the fact that it's finally fucking coming out like 30 years later is kind of a big deal, and really excited about it. And it's almost doubling the length of the original. It's almost 3 hours long, which is crazy. So I'm really curious to see that. The only problem is movies are really expensive now. I don't know if you've looked at movie releases, like physical movie releases lately, but that movie is $50.
What?
That's insane for a single movie. Like I haven't been buying a lot of movies recently, but I used to buy a lot of movies and I typically spent, 20, maybe $25 on a movie. When the fuck did they double in price? Like that's insane.
That's more
I
than
know
double.
that's like
Yeah.
Japanese prices.
Yeah. And I get it, it's 4K and like this, and a lot of times they release 4Ks in a steelbook, so you get a steelbook too, but it's still like
It's a
insane.
lot.
And that's the only way to get it. It's not like, oh, you spend extra money to get the steelbook edition. That's the version that you can buy. That is the only way to get it. So if you want it, it's $50. That's crazy.
Wait,
Crap.
when did this came out? When?
A couple months ago, like
September.
October.
Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
might be
Okay.
September.
Well, it's because they have it on Amazon. It says September. I was like, okay, this might not be the right one, because it's $62. You get the 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray plus digital steelbook.
Right.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Well, when I was buying movies for $20, you got all that too. Well, you
You
didn't
can get the
the
VHS tape too.
that's yeah. It doesn't have the
$91.
uncut. Oh my god, what the fuck?
No, it's the original import.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get maybe tacking on $10 for the steelbook maybe, but like I'd rather just have an option to not get that. I already have like a collector's edition of that movie and I'm fine with that. I don't want to spend a stupid amount of money on just getting a version that I want to watch. I already
Oh, and
have
I
a
will.
version to have in my collection.
I mean,
But
I'll get it and I'll just keep the Blu-ray and you can have all the other stuff because I just want the Blu-ray. I don't have a 4K player.
yeah, you do. You have a PS5.
I don't have a 4K TV hooked up to the PS5. 4K TV's hooked up to the Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's kind of ironic.
Plus, I 4K doesn't work for me.
I mean, personally, I don't really see a big difference between the two either. It just like it looks a little clearer, I guess, but it's
Listen,
not.
I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna
Whoa.
send you the other
Hey.
stuff, and I'm gonna keep the Blu-ray.
Wow.
Well, the Blu-ray is $35. The DVD is $10, but that's the original, and it's bilingual.
You don't gotta do that.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
He's already doing it.
Wow.
Well, not right now. It's gonna go in a wish list because right now I'm being stingy with my money.
It's just crazy though that like things have gotten so much more expensive, and you would think that with the demand for physical media supposedly falling off a cliff, that they wouldn't charge stupid prices like that. They would want to make it more consumer accessible by maybe releasing it at a reasonable price that people are willing to pick it up. But like if you're charging $50 for a movie, you're basically catering to a niche market, right? There's not a lot of people that are going to run out there and drop $50 on a single movie. Most people are hey, I mean, depending on what it is, sometimes me
You've
too.
seen my shelves.
I'm just saying, like, in general, from like a marketing and a business perspective, like that's you're really narrowing your market when you do something like that, whether that's like the normal accepted price nowadays or not. Like that's just not an accessible price for your typical consumer to go out and buy a movie. That's what 3 months of a streaming service where they can just watch like unlimited shit. Like you're really catering to somebody specific when you're charging that amount of money.
Hey, Mr. Digital games suck ass. You're literally saying the opposite for movies.
I'm just saying, like, from a business perspective with the market, like I don't agree with it. I would rather pay the extra for physical media myself. But what I'm saying is like not a lot of people are going to buy that. Like you're just it's almost pointless to release something like that is what I'm saying, because like
Yeah.
the general market isn't going to buy something like that, and the people that are going to do that is very minimal, especially given how physical media is shrinking. So it's weird to me. It doesn't make sense. Like if I was an investor and you pitched me something like that, I'd be like, you're out of your fucking mind. There's no way I would fund something like that in today's economy.
Now
But
more than ever.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really played a whole lot this week. I've been doing other stuff, but I did get something in the mail. My Lollipop Chainsaw Collector's Edition that I bought a year and a half ago finally
Yeah, I saw
arrived.
those finally shipped.
Yeah, from Limited Run.
Yeah.
And it's big. It's like a school locker kind of thingy.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
cool.
a big ass box.
It's a big ass box.
I almost got that, but
but
I didn't.
well, it's because okay, in my defense, it's because I do already have like the Lollipop Chainsaw like press kit, the statue they did of Juliet, and I got like the Valentine's Day edition and the collector's edition, and I had already bought the physical edition of the limited run, so I was kind of like, do I really need more? Like I wanted it, but
I mean, you do, because like there's not a whole lot to collect in terms of
know.
Lollipop Chainsaw. So like when something does come out, I'm like,
I
and
know it was really hard.
and I extra wanted it because I'm not like you. I don't have all that shit. Like I'm aware of all of it. I really wanted that Valentine edition,
Right?
and some of the other things, the statue and whatnot. So like the only like collectible thing that I have for Lollipop Chainsaw is I have that press kit, and it's not even complete, unfortunately. It's missing.
Mine
What
was
is it
missing the
missing?
chainsaws, the foam chainsaws.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah.
Which is like the biggest part of it. So that kind of sucks. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the only collectible that I have, and I love that game. So like when I saw this, I had to have it. But what's really annoying? Oh wow, it actually just came open. But the way that they're doing their collector's editions now, like the box itself isn't sealed. they put this plastic on it, and then they put this stupid sticker
Oh.
as the seal.
Yeah.
And look, it just came open. So like it's
That sucks.
not even new anymore. It's used.
Damn.
But yeah,
Unboxing.
I was gonna be like, yeah, I'd like to show what's inside, but I don't want to open it and break the seal. But the seal just
And then
fucking
pop.
came off. So I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, I want to see the figure really bad because I've
So
been seeing people
Want to
posting
pop the lid?
pictures on Reddit, and I I don't know. It
the only
seemed
thing is, like, typically when they do these, they seal them in styrofoam. Like they put it in styrofoam and
oh
then they tape over it. So if that's the
yeah,
case, I'm not gonna break that open. But
yeah, that's
if
fair.
it's visible in the box, we can take a look at it.
Okay.
If I can fucking open the goddamn thing.
Strain.
It's got a little sticker.
Yay.
Yay!
Might want to make your box bigger, Sean.
My
Mhm.
wow, that's inappropriate, Alec.
You know I had to say it. There you go.
Okay, let me set this over here. We got a keychain, which is
What
kind of
is
hard to
it?
see. It's Nick's head, but it's like
Oh.
bronzed. It's kind of heavy,
Poor Nick.
which is probably not good for a keychain, you know, being heavy. But
Yeah.
I think there's something in here. My camera is all fucking blurry. Why? I need a new camera.
It hates you.
It does hate me. It's true. Oh, it's like a coin.
Nice.
Coin flip.
Coin flip.
Flip.
That was the only thing that was in there. Wow.
Uh,
And
Flip the coin.
flip of the coin. Got the physical copy of the game,
Yay.
of course.
Fucking better.
Right? I mean, that's not a given these days. Just because you get a collector's edition doesn't mean you get the game.
Right. Maybe I'll have Tim go check at the actual physical store and see if they have, like, maybe just the stuff or something.
Yeah, they might. Got the physical copy of the soundtrack, which is butchered.
Aw.
Unfortunately, you know, they removed half of the tracks from the original, but
Oh, yeah, copyright.
yeah,
Bummer.
unfortunately. I believe this is
It
an
had
art
such a good
book.
soundtrack. Ooh.
Yeah, it's an art book.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of shitty though. Like it's, you know, small and not even hardcover or anything like that.
Pretty sure that's similar to what the Valentine's Day one had, so.
Well, that's kind of shitty because that was way cheaper. Oh, it's got a seal.
Aw. Dang.
So we don't get to see the statue.
Aw.
Shall we?
I would, though, just, or to be honest, if I were you, I would still open it up and check it just because some of them have been on Reddit. People have been posting that some of them have flaws. So it might actually be worth to check out. So that way, if yours has flaws, you can try to get a replacement.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Well,
Because the other thing is it's limited run and they're kind
Mhm.
of a shitty company. So if I had to go through that process, it would probably be a huge pain in the ass. And
Mhm.
maybe I'm just better off not knowing.
I mean, it only took you a year and a half to get that. So.
Yeah, like I just took long enough just to get the
Yeah.
fucking thing. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad I finally got that. I've been waiting forever. What else? Oh, I have one more show and tell because I showed this a couple weeks ago. And we were talking about these, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could show it to you. And I remember there being a way to look at it, like it had some kind of a window, and it does. I'm just
Oh,
fucking dumb.
yay.
So yeah,
So
you
you get to
can.
see it. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, it's hard to see with all the reflections and stuff, but it's really cool. He's got all kinds of like accessories and knives and guns and
Oh, that's
holsters, and you
awesome.
can't really tell the quality there, but it's really nice. And
Dang.
I'm forever pissed that I don't have my Claire.
That sucks you don't have Claire.
Yep, I paid for it, but I don't have it.
Aw.
But yeah, that's that. And what else did I want to talk about? Oh, a while ago we talked about this Project Retro. They're like a reproduction company that does like fan translations and like things that didn't come out in the US or that had low print
Yeah.
runs or things like that. They do reproductions to make games more accessible and give them translations and all that. And a while ago, probably I don't know, like a year ago or so, maybe a little bit longer than that, they did a PS1 box set of like Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 1.5, and like some fan games as well. Um,
Ooh.
it's a really cool, really nice box set. It's got all kinds of art and things like that. It looks like it's a official product, even though it's not. And it's sold out really quick, and I was bummed about it. But it's in stock again. For those that are
Ooh.
interested at Project Retro. It's just so fucking expensive. It's $140, which is not great.
Well.
But I mean, that costs more than some of the official box sets the Capcom
Mhm.
releases, and they're all fucking reproductions, which is not great. But it's a really cool box set for collectors out there to take a look at.
Yeah.
I'm debating one day if I want to get it. I do, but it's just so much. And if I buy it, then I have to go through the dilemma of like, do I want to open these and play them or not? You know what I mean? It's like fuck. It's hard being a collector, all right? It's a struggle. Like I
Struggle
want to
is
I want to
real.
open that box and look at that statue, but I don't. So it's just it's the worst. But yeah, what's up?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, that's pretty much it. I was just kind of wrapping up my week.
Um, I was gonna ask you about a specific game, but I can't find the info on it right now, so I'll have to save it for either after another episode.
A specific game on Project
Yeah,
Retro or what?
I think so. That's why I was trying to find the link where I have the info, but there's this game and this is why I was trying to find the info. It has a really weird name. It starts with an A and it's based after real life events and it was done by like it was like a Sony PlayStation 1 exclusive and it's like a survival game based on true events where people where a plane crashed on um a mountain, like an
Oh, is it
Arctic
like
mountain.
Mizurna Falls or something like that?
No, it
No?
starts with an A and it's one long word. But there's a guy who pressed
Is
a
it?
PS1 version. There's a guy that pressed a version of it on PlayStation 1. Um and that's why I was just seeing if I could find the info, but I did not, unfortunately. I'll have to. It has a really weird name is the thing. It's named after the event and I think because it happened so like around they were going to bring it out over here so it has like a full English translation, but then like 9/11 happened so they realized a game about a plane crash just like wasn't in good, it just never released in the US basically, but it it looks pretty cool. It's like a um
Is it Aconcagua?
I think so. That's it has a weird name like that. So yes, I believe so.
I don't
It's a
think I've ever
PlayStation
heard of
1
that.
game,
Yep, and it's on a
cinematic
mountain.
adventure game set after a plane
Yep.
crash in the Andes.
Yes. Yep, that's it. That one might be one you should check out, Sean,
Yeah,
just because it is
it
like,
might be on there. Like there was this well, it was like a Chinese kind of Resident Evil 4 knockoff kind of game that came out. Obviously it didn't
mhm.
come out in the US, it was just in China. And they have that. They have a physical copy of that fan translated and everything, so you can play it in English. So they might have it. It's very
Yeah,
possible. I'll have to take a look.
yeah, you should. Because I watched my friend play a little bit of it, and it's like, wow, it really, like, for a PlayStation 1 game, you can tell because it was made so close to the end of PlayStation 1, like, it is a really good looking PlayStation 1 game. And it's a cool, interesting story.
Yeah, I have to look into that. It sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Survival Horror Fan. I appreciate the 10. What would you like today? What would you like to see? Would you like to see a little bit of murder? And if so, what flavor would you like?
He said useful the dog.
Useful. All right. We can do that. First, I'm going to transition over to the other screen and we're going to do the intro for the news because it's time for some news.
It's time for some news.
Oh, apparently it's double news. Double news time. All right. Now for this.
Everywhere, nothing but loathsome humans.
You pretentious son of a bitch!
There you are!
Really, bitch? Ha!
Ah! No! How is this possible?
Great job. Oh, let's see that again.
I
Yeah.
love the ending picture. It's so cute.
Yeah, you got a bonus double news, Survival Horror Fan. It's just it's a buy one get one deal. All
nice
right,
bonus.
a nice bonus. But yeah, so last week we talked about the accessibility thing in gaming. We all have somewhat varying perspectives on the issue, which is perfectly fine. And it just so happened that news this week was going to tie back into that topic. So I wanted to share another guy's perspective on the issue because it kind of resonates with my views, and he touches on a lot of kind of concerning aspects of the matter and how it affects the industry and stuff like that. So we'll watch my news video, and then we'll take a look at his video, and then we can talk about that a little bit.
Walk about it.
Talk about that. If I can find it. There we go. Can we stop ruining video games? Because if we keep going like this, every game is going to ship with a therapist and a prescription to Zoloft. More and more games are being watered down or straight up compromised in the name of accessibility. And before Twitter starts warming up, no, I'm not talking about accessibility in the traditional meaningful sense. Options that allow people with disabilities to play games. That stuff is great. I'm talking about emotional bubble wrap. This modern idea of accessibility pushes to remove challenge, sanitizes content, plasters games with excessive warnings, and treats players with kid gloves out of fear that someone somewhere might feel uncomfortable. They're apologizing in advance in case the game accidentally makes you feel something. But isn't that the point of video games? To make you feel something? Fun!
Fear.
Tension! Excitement!
Horror.
Joy! Sadness! You know, emotions, the things we're apparently not allowed to experience anymore without a warning screen and a support hotline. You don't need to warn people that an M-rated game called Dead Space contains disturbing content. The box art is a severed hand floating through space. It doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure out what the game's about. And right next to it is a cute wood awaitings label, which already explains the entire situation like it's been doing since the 90s. Mature games have always had warnings. They used to be brief, informative, and then they shut the fuck fuck up. Now they apologize for existing. Konami's Metal Gear Solid collection opens by basically saying, "Oh boy, hey, sorry about Hideo Kojima. We didn't know he was like that." Silent Hill F puts a warm hand on your shoulder and looks you lovingly in the eye to explain that the story was written in a time with questionable values, then carefully lists all the disturbing themes you're about to see so there's nothing left to discover organically. It even tells you to stop playing and talk to someone if you feel uncomfortable. Shut up, game, you're not my mom. I thought this game was rated M for mature, not S for suggested by your therapist. Then Dead Space asks for your consent to be a horror game, listing warnings for trauma, mental health, psychosis, claustrophobia, delusions, obsessive behavior, vomit. Vomit? If the concept of vomit or obsessive behavior is a deal breaker, maybe an M-rated horror game isn't in your wheelhouse.
But wait, there's more!
In this M-rated horror game, you can turn off all blood and gore, hide disturbing scenes, and enable pop-up warnings that tell you exactly what content you're about to see before it happens. That's like a haunted house where the actors ask for consent before jumping out. This is the equivalent of releasing a zombie movie where you can replace the zombies with teddy bears, and instead of attacking people, they hug them and whisper affirmations. Congratulations, you didn't survive the apocalypse. You experienced a content-approved scenario. And no, this isn't harmless. Teaching people to hide from anything that might provoke discomfort, especially difficult emotions or states of mind, is unhealthy. In real life, you don't get a content toggle for fear, grief, or anxiety. You deal with them. You learn to cope. Creating environments where people are encouraged to avoid anything that isn't pure, frictionless joy sets them up for failure. And let's be honest, we already have a solution. Don't play the game.
By Jove, I think he's got it.
I've said this countless times. Once you allow this mindset in, it never stops. It escalates. Which brings us to this. This trailer opens up with a content warning about fire. Fire. What are we doing? Warning. Outside contains air. Breathing may occur. And it bleeds into gameplay. Games are now designed so nobody ever feels bad. They need to be universally approachable, which often means stripping away complexity and challenge. Failure makes people feel icky, right? And we can't have that. As a consequence, many recent updates have actively weakened the intended experience. Titles such as Clair Obscur and Silent Hill F have been altered to be easier, with changes like extended parry windows, boosted health, reduced enemy count, and lowered overall difficulty. Failure is cancelled. Then Doom the Dark Ages says, fuck it, do whatever. Adjust player damage, adjust enemy damage, show all secrets, glowing waypoints everywhere. At that point, Doom isn't a game, it's a settings menu with demons in it. Doom used to have an identity, it used to be punishing. Now it's whatever you feel like today. And of course it gets worse. A journalist by the name of Chris Scullion at VGC recently asked developers to include options to remove swear words from M-rated games so they can play them in front of their 7-year-old kids. The suggestion included having 2 separate voice tracks, one with the swearing and one without, and maybe tack in some censored subtitles. You know what ideas like that do? They signal opportunity. They tell developers there's a wider audience and social brownie points to be gained by accommodating bad ideas. And what's easier than making 2 separate audio tracks and 2 separate subtitle sets? Removing the adult content altogether. This is exactly how this sort of thing happens. So here's a wild thought. Maybe your 7-year-old shouldn't be watching M-rated content. How's about that? Then you have the Kotaku journalist John Walker asking for the ability to skip boss fights because they're too hard. At some point, the question has to be asked, why are you even playing games? All of this damages game development, and ultimately, the games we get to play. There should be offensive games. There should be cozy games, easy games, brutally hard games, games for niche audiences, games that aren't for you. And that's okay. It's called variety. Each of those experiences deserves the freedom to be the best version of itself. Instead, we're heading toward a future where every game is safe, soft, inoffensive, and instantly forgettable. And honestly, that's way scarier than anything in Dead Space.
I love the switch from Garcia fucking Hotspur to fucking Mario Kart.
Yeah, I mean, and that was kind of the point. It's like there should be variety. Like, it's okay to have both of those. They can coexist simultaneously. We don't have to have like every game be approachable for every type of gamer. You know, that just doesn't make sense. It's not
Yeah,
realistic.
because what would Shadows of the Dam be without a big hot boner?
Exactly. That's like one of the most offensive games out there, and it's great. um, but yeah, before we get into it, we'll watch this video by Legendary Drops because he also kind of goes into this. He covers a lot of information that kind of reinforces what I was saying there and how it is really damaging to the game industry and like the content that we're seeing on a day-to-day basis. Um, let's move back over here.
Have you guys noticed how soft games have gotten? Games that used to have an edge, that used to have personality, that used to have a very clear and distinct identity that have been sanded down to the point where I don't even know what they are anymore. It's everywhere. It's the mechanics, it's the difficulty, it's the way that characters talk, the language that they use, how they're designed, the themes that they explore and the topics that they explore, pretty much across the board in almost all forms of media. You're seeing this identity crisis where people have no idea who any of this stuff is being made for. And now we have games journalists that are coming out to make things worse, begging game developers to put an option into games, into mature rated games, to make it where they can play it in front of their 7-year-old. Games that are intended for mature audiences and that are labeled as such need to be made child safe. Everything needs to be made for everyone without any barriers, I guess. No barriers, no friction, no obstacles. Oh, you have a game that has a very specific and distinct audience? We can't have that. Oh, we have a game that might challenge or make people feel uncomfortable? Ooh, that's a bit touch and go, isn't it? Games used to have conviction. You could look at a game and instantly know who it was made for. No ambiguity, no identity crisis, just a clear vision executed without apology. But most games don't do this anymore because the industry has convinced itself that having a clear identity somehow makes games less accessible. And that's the word of the day here, accessibility. That term has changed so many games. The idea is simple enough, remove barriers so more players can play the games and enjoy these games. But the problem is that definition has been mutilated beyond all recognition and is now getting slapped onto anything that anybody wants changed. Accessibility is defined as the design of products, devices, services, vehicles, or environments to be usable by disabled people. I want you guys to keep that one in mind. Disabled people. That's it. I'm spelling that out right now because what's happening in the games industry has almost nothing to do with this definition anymore. Real accessibility removes unintentional barriers to experiencing a game as it was designed. Subtitles for deaf players, remappable controls for motor impairments. None of these change what a game is, they just let more people reach it. But now, accessibility has been weaponized to justify gutting mechanics, lowering difficulty, sanitizing narratives, changing language, redesigning characters, demands that have nothing to do with disabilities and everything to do with remaking games for audiences that they were never intended for. Journalists are now calling for the ability to play mature rated games in front of young children. Recently, Chris Scullion of VGC published an article titled, "Developers, Please Give Me the Option to Remove Swear Words from Your Games." In the era of excellent accessibility options, parents should be able to play certain games in front of their children without reaching for the volume. He writes, "Last year I reviewed South of Midnight for VGC, and while I found its combat repetitive, I thought it was a beautiful adventure that featured a setting, characters, and subject matter that aren't frequently explored in this medium. Not only does it look and sound superb, but it has a strong female protagonist, and as someone with a young daughter, I figured it would be a great game to play while she was around." For context, my daughter was about to turn 7 years old when South of Midnight released, and yes, the game's age rating suggests that it wasn't suitable for her. I'm going to bring this up, by the way, for whatever reason the writer doesn't want to. The game is rated M, 17 up. But the aim wasn't to have her play, it was to make sure that it was safe for me to play in the background while she was in the room, and having played an hour or so for the game for a preview, I had a pretty good feel for what it was offering. Now, to save a little bit of time, he keeps going. He explains that he figured his daughter can handle a little bit of fantasy violence just fine. She'd be playing with her Disney figures on the floor and doing some coloring, no big deal. And he said, hey, if watching a woman kick ass in the background rubbed off on her, then even the better. But within the first 5 minutes, characters started swearing. He didn't think his kid heard it, but he ended up shutting off the game and waiting to play after she fell asleep. He then calls back to the same thing that had happened before with Avowed, another game with strong female characters. He makes sure to mention that had the exact same problem, too much swearing, and he ended up having to turn it off. Notice how he keeps doing that every single time. All these games have strong female characters, like it's a stamp of approval, like he's using that to try to justify why these M-rated games should be safe for his 7-year-old. South of Midnight is rated M for mature. That means 17 plus. His daughter is 7. She is a decade away from being this game's intended audience. That rating exists specifically to tell him that this is not appropriate for children, and his response isn't, oh, well, maybe I should just play it when she's not around. No, his solution is that the game needs to change so he doesn't have to adjust his own behavior. Now, I love how he opens this response because he knows he is dropping the worst take possible. He says, before we go on, here's the paragraph that you can feel free to quote on social media when people inevitably moan at the headline of this article without actually reading it. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to say games should have their swearing removed or that content of the game should be compromised in any way for the people who want to play them unedited. He then goes on to clarify his stance, saying that he's not against swearing in games when it's used well, when it can deliver impact, humor, or fear. He is categorically in favor in the right circumstances. His actual request, a toggle option for games where swearing isn't actually necessary. He wants developers to provide an option to turn it off and create a secondary audio track and a XXX for subtitles. Ultimately, we live in a world where many developers are finally implementing a solid range of accessibility options to make their games playable for players with a myriad of conditions, disabilities, or any other situations which would otherwise prevent them from enjoying a game fully. We also live in a world where games like Grounded, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Monster Hunter Wilds have arachnophobia modes for people who don't like encountering bugs in games. And there it is. That is exactly the problem that I am calling out right there. You do not have a disability. Having a kid is not a disability. You are not a part of those people. You are not a protected class. You are not being excluded, and nothing is being taken from you. The moment we start treating your parenting schedule like it's an accessibility failure, the entire concept becomes meaningless. And the lie that's at the center of this entire article is the claim that this does not compromise the game. It absolutely does on a fundamental level. The second you start asking for secondary audio tracks, sanitized subtitles, censored dialogue, you are asking these developers to make judgment calls based on which parts of their writing matter and which parts are disposable. Worse, you are the one that is making those calls for them. You are deciding what games do and don't need for whatever language you want or don't want in their games. You didn't write the script. You didn't make the game. Dude, the simple solution was there the entire time. Do not play these games while your kids are in the room. That is not oppression. That is adulthood. That M rating told you exactly what that game was, exactly who that game was for, and exactly who it wasn't for. Ignoring that and then framing it as the game being unreasonable is just an insane level of entitlement. I want to make this clear. This is not just one bad take. I have seen enough arguments like this enough times to know that this is intentional and also see the amount of damage that it's done. Look across the games industry, especially when it comes to major franchises. You can constantly see the softening of edges. It's not about inclusivity. It's not about accessibility. It's everything has to bend. Everything has to soften. Everything has to be made for everyone. And that doesn't matter in the face of warning labels. These guys will just ignore it entirely. And doing that, at some point, the answer just has to be no. You cannot have it your way. This game is not made for you. This game has a different audience, a different intended audience, a different way to play that you're just not going to be able to get anywhere else. And in some cases, even in the cases of disability, sorry, sometimes these games just can't be made so that you can play them. This whole thing reminds me of the exact same drama that we saw around Alana Pierce when she had argued that Elden Ring needs to have a pause screen, and she was going as far to say that developers effectively treat parents as situationally disabled. And I get that she's not literally saying that parents are disabled, but the framing is the problem. They're being discussed as if they are disabled, and that's just fucking absurd to me. The question then came up, well, what happens if the baby is crying? What happens if your kid hits their head? Well, you just put the controller down and you go deal with it. If you lose progress, it is what it is. That's life. That's just the way things go. Not every single experience needs to be built to protect you from circumstance, responsibility, or friction. Now, sure, you're allowed to have an opinion on whether or not you think games should have a pause menu or not, but From Software very deliberately chose not to include one, and they did it for a reason. They want you to not feel safe while playing their games. They want rest to feel earned. You might think that adding a pause button wouldn't take anything away, but they clearly do, and I'm right there with them, or I'm at least going to respect what they say because, well, having the option to pause whenever you want does completely break immersion. It reminds you that you're playing a game. It pulls you out of the moment and it entirely kills tension. When Elden Ring first launched, Wired ran an article that was titled Elden Ring Isn't Made for All Gamers. I wish it were, framing the lack of difficulty options like it was some kind of design failure. And what's always been really funny to me about that conversation is that the challenge is the point. Difficulty in From Software games isn't an oversight, it's half the experience. These games are about overcoming something that feels like it's impossible, about what it feels like to be just a guy standing in front of a god and somehow scraping by. That imbalance, that tension, that sense of earned progress is why finishing these games feels like a genuine accomplishment. And people want to sand that down because of empathy for a hypothetical audience that matters more than respecting the actual experience itself and the people that are already playing that game. What are you guys doing? What's wild is From Software already has the smartest accessibility design in the industry. They just don't dress it up as a menu toggle. They don't use difficulty sliders because the player is the difficulty slider. You can use magic, range build, summon spirits, co-op. You can overlevel, you can respec, and I do all that stuff all the time. If I hit a wall, I leave, I grind, I change my build, I listen to the game and what it's telling me, and instead of assuming that it's the game that's the problem for pushing back. Honestly, the more that I think about it, difficulty might be the most butchered part of modern game design, and it's all in the name of accessibility. There are some fair critiques to make, absurd boss runbacks like in Silksong that definitely deserve some criticism, but challenge itself, that has been stripped out of so many games. There's not a lot of games that make you lock in anymore, and from where I'm standing, that is the game feel. That's the interaction. That's the friction that gives your actions weight. Strip that away, and you're left with a game that technically functions, but is almost completely empty. I remember when I was playing Doom the Dark Ages, yeah, the game looked good and it ran well, but the difficulty was almost entirely on the player. Yes, they had default options for difficulties, but that's not what the game was balanced around. It was balanced around all the endless sliders and dials and settings and modifiers that you could change for the difficulty. You could reshape the experience however you wanted to, which sounds great on paper, but it makes the game feel like the developers had no idea how it was actually supposed to play. Their whole marketing push for the game was around how it was the most accessible Doom ever, and the moment that that mentality takes over, the game starts to lose its identity. I mean, this bled into everything. They had map keys that literally had spotlights on them. Secrets were marked on the map with question marks. Secrets. How are you supposed to be calling them secrets at that point if you're pointing right at them? At that point, you're not even exploring the game anymore. You're just following a GPS. Nothing feels earned in a game like that because they're not letting you miss anything. Everything's been smoothed down to make sure that everybody experiences everything, and then you're just left with just this empty feeling. I hate to have to keep using this game, but holy hell, was Dragon Age the Veilguard the best case study for nearly everything that has gone wrong for modern games. And especially in this conversation, that game was obliterated beyond recognition, all in the name of accessibility and widening its potential audience. Real time with pause combat was stripped out of the game because it was deemed too complicated for modern audiences, and then it was replaced with basically a 2-button mobile combat system that's no different than we see in most gacha games. It's the same elemental reaction system that they pulled straight out of Genshin Impact, and the result wasn't more approachable, it was just dull. And of course, that didn't stop at mechanics. The writing got sanded down too. You couldn't be cruel, you couldn't be confrontational, you couldn't even be rude to people. In a fantasy RPG, a genre that is literally built around moral choice and consequence, in a series that is entirely dependent on social dynamics, and the harshest thing that you can say is basically, I disagree, but okay. Because that game was so terrified of offending anyone. That's why I hate what's happened to the word accessibility. At this point, it barely even describes a design choice anymore. Now it's a social position. Invoke it, and suddenly this isn't a difference of opinion. It's a moral failure. What, you don't want games to be accessible now? That's how these conversations get poisoned.
I know that was a lot, but but that's the problem is like there shouldn't be that much to even talk about. Like this has become so overblown at this point that, like he was saying, it's in everything. You know, if you really look, you know, this kind of thing has affected almost every game that comes out, and on top of it, just releasing like that, we're also seeing second passes where it's like, okay, well, it's not easy enough, so we need to alter it further and make it even easier than before, and you know, claiming that we're doing that in the name of accessibility just kind of seems like a cop out, because that's not what it is. It's it's
Pandering.
destroying. Yeah, it's multiple things. It's pandering. It's just making things more marketable. It's a way to get more money. It's just, but it's all bad things. It's like it's at the expense of the experience. It's like whatever your reason is, unless it is actually true accessibility in terms of making it more playable for a wider audience that do have impairments, barriers to get into the experience. Like that's a conversation that can and should be have, and you can make a judgment call in that regard to implement features to accommodate that kind of an audience. That's fine. But outside of that, like when you're altering these games for any other reason, basically you're you're destroying it. You're destroying the art. You're destroying designers' perspectives and what they're trying to achieve with their game. Because like I think that Elden Ring piece of that video is such a great example of how this can be damaging. That game is specifically made to be impossible. That's the concept of that game. But even with that in mind, there's still fucking journalists out there and people out there that are like, oh, it should be accessible for me. It's too hard for me. And that's the point. The point of that game is it's supposed to be too hard for everybody. And yes, it's going to be harder for people, with less skills in video games. That's just inevitable. It's going to be a part of the experience. But like that's the whole point of that game. So like if you don't allow that game to be what it is and exist in the way that the developers released it, then you're destroying that experience, because you're accommodating, a wider audience by making it easier, by taking away difficulty from that game. And that's why that game is there. Get that accomplishment, overcome this impossible situation. And like you said, there's even tools in that game through gameplay, that are just part of the experience, where you can, there are abilities and magic and multiplayer and things that can make it easier and more accessible through gameplay mechanics that are just already existing within what they made. But instead of people embracing that and using that and learning those systems, it just needs to have a toggle at the start screen that just makes it easier, that lets me skip the bosses, that lets me do this and that. And you're just destroying certain experiences by embracing things like that, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Well, about that toggle idea, I was just listening to that and I was like, but then how long before the person is like, I'm too lazy to press the toggle, and then they have to like then implement something else to make it even easier?
Exactly. That's
Because
part of the thing, is like it's not a beginning and an ending right now in this conversation. It's like, okay, well, if we do allow these features and this watering down today, well, what's next? What's tomorrow look like? It's going to get worse. It's never going to be enough. There's always going to be someone that wants more. It's not enough for certain people, so it will continue to compound. It's just like the phrasing of that journalist about the 7-year old, being able to turn off the swear words so that they can play around their 7-year-old. The fact that it's
His was
like
dumb.
the
Yeah, dude,
it's like the
buy some
fact that,
headphones and don't show your kids those games.
yeah, it's like it's the way it's framed as like, I shouldn't be so inconvenienced to have to reach for my remote control. Like that is fucking insane. And that just goes to show you, like, it will continue to get more insane. It will get worse, because like something today that seems like it's impossible and absolutely insane and nobody would ask for somebody to do that, they will do it. And then there'll be the next thing that's worse than that, and the next thing that's worse than that. There's always going to be somebody out there that needs accommodation outside of reasonable means, because to me that's completely unreasonable. Like, fuck you. You can grab a remote controller right next to you and fucking lower the volume if
Or
you
buy
want to
headset.
play. Or yeah, like there's tons of things that you can do, but like they don't want to do that. Like they feel so entitled that like the world needs to accommodate them. They should never be so inconvenienced that they have to take any kind of extra step to make thing to reach their goal. It should be built. The bridge should be built in front of them as they walk, and there should be no turns or curves or surprises down the road. It should all just be made so it's just easy peasy, straightforward all the time, and I shouldn't have to think or worry about anything ever. And it's just insane.
It's funny because, like, just even in the comments today, Survival Horror Fan, you guys were talking about Silent Hill film, and as a good parent, he was like, "Okay, we're going to skip 2 scenes because as I've said, the cop burning thing lives rent free in my head." And Survival Horror Fans was like, "No, going to skip that scene." That's good fortitude to be like, "Okay, you could watch the rest of the film and get the message of the film, even if it's a somewhat film." But
That
he went out this way to go, nope, 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 and it wasn't that hard.
that reminds me of how I was allowed to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, but my mom would always ask me to cover my eyes when they open the Ark and melt everybody.
Yeah.
Cover your eyes.
It's because she didn't want you to melt.
Hey!
Yeah, as a kid, it's like me and my mum used to watch World War II films even when I was like 3 or 4, 5 years old, and like Guns of Navarone, where there's scenes where there's guts being taken out of the dead soldier, and I just watched it straight through. It was fine. I knew it was violent, but it's like I still watched it and I was fine. And there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, it's just like the adults, the parents should have the responsibility of being involved in things like that. Like, I mean, quite frankly, it's cut and dry. We've already implemented tools a long time ago to help us with things like that, the rating system, right? So that is all you need. It's a label that tells you like, hey, if you want your kid to play this thing, or you want to be able to play this thing in front of your kid, boom, there's a warning. You've already got your warning. That's all you need. So if you really still want to play it, then it's on you as the responsible adult, as the responsible parent, to do research. If you really want to be able to play it in front of your kid, look into it. Why is it rated M? Is there things in there that are going to be too offensive that I don't want my kid to see? Well, then I need to look into that and figure it out. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you shouldn't even do that. It's rated M. It's rated for fucking 17 plus. You shouldn't be playing that around a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old or whatever the fuck. And if you choose to do that, that's kind of irresponsible on your behalf. And that's your fucking problem. And it's a potential problem that you're creating for your child. It's not the responsibility of the developer or the community or video games. That's your problem.
I think the main takeaway we should get from here is that video game journalism is still shit. And video game journalists are shit. Because like when you even think about it, it's like it's kind of shitty for journalists to even be making those statements, because it's kind of like, I'd really like this game if you did stuff to cater to me.
Right. Like I could do the opposite and be like, I'd like Mario Kart if I was able to decapitate Luigi. Like, that's a me fucking problem. The Nintendo shouldn't go and accommodate my fucking needs. That's unreasonable.
I think there's a mod for that.
For kids. Huh?
I think there's a mod for that.
Good. That'd be amazing. I'd play that.
You should have a toggle in Mario Kart where the car can't go past the speed limits, because kids will think that you should be able to drive fast and reckless like that.
You can't.
It's a bad example to kids.
I just think it's even worse because, like, even just like us or fans making these statements is one thing, but for video game journalists to be making these kind of statements is just like, come on, guys, like, what's wrong with y'all?
It'd be so funny if he was like joking.
To the forefront.
If he was like, "Hey, like you should put a toggle for the swear so I can play in front of my kid," and he's like,
"Yeah, just kidding."
And they're like,
actually, everybody's mad. Like,
they're like, "Put on the subtitles, asshole."
Yeah. Like I think it's some headphones, bro.
I want to toggle to make the swearing louder. than the rest of the game.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
could.
Well, you want
You
more
should be able to
swearing?
dial
Gotcha.
up the swearing. Like add
The
more.
voice actors all show up at his house and they're like, "You fucking piece of fucking shit! Listen up, you fuck! We got paid for that motherfucking shit."
And you should put that in the Mario games.
That's when the
Yeah.
character
me.
goes up to the screen and he's like, "Hey, little kid, turn around, plug your ears." Fuck you.
It's just the whole thing makes me think of our D&D games.
Yeah.
Where I'm constantly swearing in front of like a 6-year-old and I get told to stop and I'm like, "Oops, my bad, shit."
Yeah, for the record, in D&D, we're rescuing a little dragon,
Yeah.
little baby dragon.
And I keep being asked by her grandpa to stop swearing in front of her, and I just keep doing it like worse every time.
She's also taught that character how to use a knife, so
Yeah, yep.
it's saved her life though.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not Mario Party, the last Mario Kart game, Mario Kart World or whatever. That game by default starts with rails like on the sides of the track, so you can't go off the track. You can disable it, but it's on by default. So
Oh
like
no, Litik goes out of a job.
unless you know better, like that's just how it plays, and then you can go in and disable that. But like that is not a healthy way to fucking play video games. Like just, oh, go play this game, child, and learn nothing. Don't learn how to, navigate, don't learn motor skills, don't learn how to, navigate your way through twists and turns and hand-eye coordination and stuff like that. Just press press the A button and you'll get
Press
there.
A to win.
You know what I mean? Like it just, that is not a healthy mentality to have. Like to me, like video games are a developmental tool that you can use for children to learn skills, and adults can as well. They can build up their hand-eye coordination and learn things and critical thinking. I've talked about this before, but like that's part of what makes video games great. They are actually healthy to play video games and learn things and hone personal skills and things like that. And when it's just like just press forward to get to the end of the game, like why is it even a game at that point? Just watch a movie. Like you don't need to be playing a video game if you don't want to be challenged, if you don't want to learn mechanics. That's all part of playing video games. It should never be removed or watered down or anything like that. It's just pointless. It's damaging.
Play My Name is Mayo. That's a game for you.
Which one?
Play My Name is Mayo. That's a game for you.
Yeah, just press X or whatever, right? Or
yeah,
something
Put
like
that
that
in front of your kids. Mayo doesn't swear.
Yeah.
Ah, well, at least you're not alone in your thinking, Sean.
No, I mean, I know I'm not. There's a lot of people on the internet that have a similar perspective, which is great to see, that people are challenging it and having a conversation about it and stuff like that. I think it should be a conversation from both sides. It should be a conversation from people that think it's the right thing to do and people that think it's the wrong thing to do, to meet in the middle and figure this thing out and do what's best for, video games in general. Like I've said multiple times, it's good to accommodate to a degree that makes sense, but like we're never going to get there unless a conversation is had to begin with, right? Like if no one's talking about it and having healthy conversations and challenging perspectives, then we never get there. We're divided and both sides are angry and everything just sucks. So like
and then war
it's
happened.
Good. War never changes.
War never changes.
War took them from me too.
Why are we here? Just to suffer.
See, Snake knows.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we move forward?
That.
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 Gross!
Don't question it.
I am Shalaskisha Kebab the Third.
Machinima! Challenge!
All right. So we got the Machinima challenge. Alec, I'm gonna let you go first. What were your themes?
Fuck.
Fuck Vino.
It was something.
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 Something. Something.
Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Something. Som I'll try to look it up while you play it.
Okay.
Ooh, is he your boyfriend?
I wish. He's so hot. No, he's my brother.
Wait, it's been a while since we've done this. Do we watch the original first?
I
For
don't
context?
The original was
Yeah.
kind of long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
So I found out my challenge thing was Solitude. What else was it? Wasteland and Online. That's the 3 themes I have to come up with.
Okay.
You wanna have sex with your brother?
Oh yeah, I love my brother. There was this one time we shared a bed and we...
You crazy incestuous blood bimbo?
Oh no, here comes the blood.
Oh, I hope I die.
I hope you die too. Then I'll be left alone in solitude, dreaming about...
Don't you say it.
Brakes on the helicopter.
Yay, I'm alone. Damn it.
Oh God, my arm. That hurts so much.
But your leg is clearly bleeding.
You stupid inbred hick. That is my arm.
No, that is a leg.
I've been a pilot for 150 years. I think I know one arm is this off and go get help so I can get off this wasteland.
Okay, I'll look online for
Why are
help.
you talking like that?
Are you a doctor?
Why, yes. Let's check that head of yours.
Oh, my other arm.
Oh look, my brother's naked on the beach. I gotta see this.
What the fuck, Alec?
What?
It's inappropriate.
Why did they talk like that?
Well, which one? Because I voiced all of them.
They had like weird fucking accents or like robot shit.
Yeah, it was like Microsoft Sam, like delivery
on crack.
On crack, yeah.
My brother.
You want to sex with the brother? Yeah, so I use voice mods and instead of using fucking AI fucking voices.
Oh, okay.
So, and with voice mod, you can use multiple different profiles, and so you speak kind of normally, but then you have to factor, like, you have to kind of delay yourself, so then it can pick up and try to turn it into a proper word. So this is how I've actually recorded for Rick's lines. So, yeah.
So this was practice?
Yeah, this was practice.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, that was horrifying. Of course, you would have incest. Why
One
not?
of his themes.
Yeah.
You did say I couldn't have incest.
Alrighty. My themes were not incest, but brawl, juggler, and fork in the road.
What brings you to the ass end of the ocean?
I'm a fighter. The guy in this photo's on the ship we're going to. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Why?
Don't know. Why ask why?
What?
I'm a juggler.
How is that relevant?
Hey, ship, put us down right over there.
Good talk.
Thanks.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Why uh-oh?
The brakes aren't working.
What? Do helicopters even have brakes?
Dear God.
Ow.
Ah, Jack, help me. I twisted my ankle. You gotta save me. I'm experiencing mild pain. It's unbearable.
Where are you? It's darker than the inside of a bear's butthole.
How would you know?
I learned about it in high school.
Wait, seriously?
There you are. Jesus, what the fuck happened to you? I thought you said you twisted your ankle.
Yeah, it's twisted real bad, and I got a splinter.
What? How? There's no wood here.
Jack, please. You gotta help me. This is a fork in the road of life.
How's that?
Well, one path you save me, and the other I die because you suck at saving people. It's a fork.
You're a fork.
Jack, please help.
All right, relax. Stay still.
Oh boy, that's nice.
Yeah, you like that, don't ya? You like it when I rub your leg, don't ya? You fucking pervert.
Jack, please.
You know what? The hell with this. The hell with the guy I was gonna beat up. The hell with you and your sexy leg. I'm swimming back to the circus to hone my juggling skills. Geronimo!
Jack, no. I have a family to feed. Please. Hello? Stay away. You smell like my Aunt Trudy. Stay back. No! Ah!
The hell?
There you go.
I like how we use the same sound effects as something dropping. So.
Yeah.
Was that Carrier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rub it real good.
Oh, let's say it truly.
Well, we finally did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
One of these days, I'm gonna actually do one of these challenges.
One of these there challenges.
You've done one. Done some.
Long time ago.
Same.
Yeah, we'll try to do the next one when everybody feels like they'll be available to do it.
Yeah.
All right, now we got the Machinima Showcase.
Showcase.
So this week we got a video from Alex Spider. It's a Mario and Sonic themed video called Epic Food Stand Competition. Let's take a look. If I can find it, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Haha. Hi.
Ah, melting pot! Delicious!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Oh my god!
What?
Oh yeah!
Hey.
Wow!
Hello there. Yay! Hey!
Oh, hell yeah.
One slice of pizza, please.
Yeah.
Why, you little... These things are disgusting.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number extra chip, a number 7, 2 number 45, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. You picked the wrong house, fool!
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
Oh, yeah! Yay! I'm in heaven, Mr. Squidward.
Hey.
Not so bad once you try it. Me fucking heart stop! Don't do it, Mr. Squidward. It can't be that bad. Looks good to me.
Stop!
Oh. Damn, that shit tasted terrible!
Oh.
See you later!
No!
Bingo! Ho, 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 ho.
Huh? Wow! No.
Come on! Hey!
Who's number 1 now? Yahoo!
Huh?
Hai potuto armatato. Aha! That's so nice. Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, I'm pretty hungry. I could eat something it's a Burger King. Oh, this looks so good. Oh yeah, I like my burger drippy. Luigi, wait! That burger's not... Oh yeah, that hit the spot.
I feel quite ill at my stomach, brother.
Oh no, I have to use the bathroom. Oh, I'm gonna shit.
I've been waiting, Luigi.
Mamma mia! Shit in my mouth.
He kind of reminds me of Idiot Box a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
bit.
little.
Gotta love them Gmod like fucking animations. They're so
Yeah.
great. Like the barf, like certain ways the ragdolls hit and the barfing and
Mm.
stuff. It's like, oh yeah, that gotta love Gmod.
Yeah. One of these days I want to learn it. Be fun. All right. Alec, you're up.
Okay. Yeah? It's game time. Hell. Yeah? What a monster. I can't believe. What the hell?
We haven't done What a Monster for a while, so yeah, you guys tell me what video game characters make up this monster.
Oh, the middle one is from Final Fantasy X2. Her name is
Lulu.
No, it's not Lulu. It's the blonde chick who's like their rival. Like
I don't know any other characters.
Don't you like give her like a back rub or something?
something like that.
Lee's
Is
got
the
it,
left
and-
leg Homer?
LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right, it is Final Fantasy 10-2, LeBlanc. It's not Homer.
Is it a Simpsons character?
Sure, I'll give you that.
Chief Wiggum?
No.
Whose freaking leg is that?
The right arm is Ada from the remake, RE2 or RE4.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The other arm looks like a wrestler. that's all I got. I don't
The
know.
head looks like a wrestler to me, but
Yeah, it does, but it also looks like it has fangs, like a vampire or something.
like is she a Kane?
Legacy of Cain.
A blood omen?
The left leg looks like Elvis Presley.
I know, right?
Is
it a Tekken character?
It kind of looks like a Devil May Cry 4 character, like the.
Ooh.
Is it?
It's Devil May Cry 3.
Not Devil May Cry 3.
I don't know. 5.
Not 5.
I don't know Devil May Cry.
Wait, it's not the. I can't even remember his name. The final boss for Devil May Cry 2.
Was that Mundo? No.
No, it's not
No.
Mundus.
No, that's
Devil May Cry 4.
Oh, it is Devil May Cry 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the character names from that.
I can't remember the guy's name, yeah.
He's got like slick back hair. He's a douche.
Yeah.
I don't remember
You
his
keep
name.
saying it's a he.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not
it's
a
a
he?
woman. Oh, is it the girlfriend? It's the girlfriend.
No. She has a dress.
Yeah, he cut it off, but it probably is a dress.
But look at the. Well.
Survivor Horror Fan, you're right. It is the head of Gangrel from WWF SmackDown.
That's
Who?
why he has fangs, Gangrel, the vampire.
I have no idea who that is.
He's just a wrestler who wears a Alucard or a poofy, not Alucard, a vampire shirt. And pretends to be a vampire. So we just have the arm.
The other arm also looks like it's Resident Evil.
Right.
I'm going to
Chris?
send Sean the reveal.
Is that other arm Chris?
It's not Chris.
Oh.
It's not
Oh,
beefy enough.
Is it Resident Evil 6 Leon? Or not 6. I'm sorry, not 6. Requiem Leon? with his new biceps?
No.
Oh.
His new biceps.
He does. He's like jacked in Requiem. Have you seen it? Have you looked?
Yeah, he is really jacked.
I was gonna say like Forrest or Krauser or something.
Krause.
Any more guesses, chap? You got the head of Gangrel from WF SmackDown. You got the body of LeBlanc from Final Fantasy X-2. You got the arm of Ada Wong from Resident Evil 4 Remake. You touched upon it is the Simpson character. You didn't say which character. The other leg is from DMC4. It is a woman's leg.
Oh, who else wears blue pants?
I know, it's like it's not Homer, it's not Wiggum. Is it Grandpa?
Nope.
It's not Barney.
Is it Principal Skinner?
Yes. Skinner. So that's Simpsons Hit and Run.
Snake.
I
from
don't
the
remember
Simpsons?
Nero's.
What?
I was thinking maybe, and it's not
Yeah, Snake.
Gloria.
Oh, is that the
No,
biker
it's-
dude? I haven't seen The Simpsons in
It's
forever.
a Nero's
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah, so what's the name?
I don't know. I don't remember her name.
I mean,
Doesn't it start-
Emo says it so many times in the fucking
I
game.
know, I know.
No, I don't know. K.
Crimson.
Something with a K.
Kyrie.
Yes,
Kate.
that is
the
it.
Fuck.
Kyrie.
Yeah. Kyrie! Yeah.
Kyrie.
That's how he says it in one of them when he's shouting. Kyrie!
He's such a whiny bitch in that game.
I know.
Wow.
And then the last one is just the arm.
Is it from Resident Evil?
No.
No. Well then.
I don't
It's
think
funny because
anyone's gonna guess
Gangrel,
it.
the part where you didn't erase Gangrel looks like it's dripping. It makes the arm look like it's dripping.
It does. Gross.
All right. Reveal it then, Sean.
Oh, that's not it. Ignore that. What the
It's
fuck?
censored.
Where did it go?
Just sent it to you.
No, I just had it up. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Jeez. There we go.
Oh my
The other
god.
arm
I'm so
was
upset.
Ocelot.
I usually get Metal Gear stuff right. That's so disappointing.
Yeah, so I thought I'll do the other arm because the better arm kind of gives it
Yeah,
away.
Liquid's harm would kind of, yeah. Liquid.
God. All right, cool. Well done. What else we're doing?
That Gangrel picture is so funny.
He's derpy.
Yeah.
Get your game faced. Game faced. Game faced.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Right, we're starting with FE because we've got Final Fantasy VII Remake. And why E? Because E is in Remake.
Elemental Gear Bolt.
Fuck.
Because then we can start
Okay,
with the T.
Elemental Gear Bolt. So
T.
T and I.
I think Sean ran away.
No, I'm
To look
here.
at his games.
No, I'm here.
Ending in I
It's
is
in the
kind of annoying.
Yeah, eyes Tough.
TNI. It's in the game.
Name a game that starts with a T and ends with an I.
I mean, at least there's a lot of games that start with a T, but
I mean, if we can get something
just-
that ends, or that ends with an S, you could do Shinobi.
oh, okay. So something that starts with E and ends in S.
Okay. I like it when we just change things.
That's not how that works.
So we're going back to 1. We need something that begins with an E, ends with S. For those trying to keep up at home. Oh, Eternal Darkness.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
That's a good
All right.
one.
So we just need then we already have the next one.
So now we go to number 4. I need to start with an S.
Okay. That's a lot to pick from, so we should be strategic about it. Because the next one, it
Sims.
has to be E.
Number 5 ends with an L.
Number 5 ends with a L. And starts with...
We can start with whatever, but, number 4 starts with an S.
Okay.
Because of that great game called I Love You, Colonel Sanders.
I said Sims.
Okay. So then it's just S
Well,
again. Which is
that
good.
would have to be The Sims, wouldn't it?
Is it The Sims?
Oh, is it?
I don't fucking
No,
know. I don't
I
play
think it's... No, I think only the first one is The Sims, but like anything else is Sims.
Yeah, I think it actually is just Sims 4.
Yeah.
I think it was The Sims, and then like The Sims 2, and then it was Sims 3 and Sims 4.
But then it has to be Sims 3 or Sims 4.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I'm seeing it as The Sims 4.
Weird.
So not Sims.
No Sims.
Squirrel with a
Sims.
gun. No.
Because then we're stuck with G and L? Or no, N. N and L, right?
Yeah.
Okay. N and L. Starts with N, ends in L.
National Hockey League. If there's
Ends
a
with
game.
E, stupid.
Yeah. That doesn't work.
Stupid. Brain, wake up, brain.
Neo crawl. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Is it? I don't know if
Nocturnal?
that's what it's called. Well, isn't there a Nickelodeon Brawl?
I hope not. But I think so.
If there was a Nickelodeon, then okay, fill in the rest of it. Nickelodeon what? Is it just called
Nickelodeon Brawl.
Okay.
All Star Brawl.
Nickelback
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
All Star Brawl.
Brawl. I just put Nickelback. Shits and giggles.
Okay.
Jesus.
Alright, so number 6 is Life is Strange, and that's Eleni. Number 7 must start with an E.
E. We're back to E. E.
Echo.
The dolphin.
No.
Or is it just Echo?
Echo, like ECHO.
Oh, okay. So then we have to come up with something that starts with O and ends with
I
M.
mean, it would end with O regardless, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sticking with that.
Shit. It starts
Yeah,
with
let's
O,
try
ends with
it.
M.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Om.
Only Michelle without the A at the end.
Wasn't there Alum? Is that a game? I'm just making Alum. I don't know why that sounds like something. M.
Hmm.
So
Maybe not starting with O.
maybe
Ending
'cause
with
I don't.
M is a little bit of a tricky one too.
Is there a Metroid something M?
Yeah, other M.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Isn't that Metroid though? Like
Yeah,
so
but if we
Metroid other
changed
M.
Yeah, so if we found something that began with E and ends in M, like elm or Oh, there is something that starts with E and ends with M.
Yeah, go on then.
Earthworm Jim.
Oh.
wait, why are we starts with E and ends with M?
Oh, I don't know.
We're like skipping.
Oh, my bad. Well, I thought we were reversing because we didn't want to do O.
Yeah, but then it doesn't have to end with M.
Oh. Yeah, because then is there a game called Mom?
Man
There's a game called
no.
Mother, but not Mom. I
Well,
don't
tell you
think.
what, to skip forward, it will be number 7, Earthworm Jim, and then it goes into Metroid other M. And then we go to number 9, which is Mass Effect MT.
Oh, yeah.
And then 10.
Yeah.
Must start with a T.
T. So we're back at T. All right.
I mean, it's her birthday today.
Oh yeah, let's do Tomb Raider.
Isn't that technically Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
No.
Not
first
the first
game?
one. No.
It's just called Tomb Raider.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Learn your shit.
Yeah, God, the first one's
Before you talk it.
All right, so R and F. This is the last one. R and F.
Resident Evil F.
Oh God! Shut up! No.
Wow.
What? R and F.
The fuck ends with an
Is there a Tomb Raider that ends in S so that we could just do Silent Hill F?
Yes.
Let's do that.
John's favorite.
Which one?
Angel of Darkness.
Darkness.
Oh, there you go. So if we did Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, then the next one could be Silent Hill F. And we did it.
Okay. Well done. When I go back to that document, it's going to be number 5, Nickelback Rule, because I didn't put Nickelodeon.
I don't even. Can I look it up and see if that's actually a game? I'm kind of curious
What,
now.
Nickelback Rule?
No, Nickelodeon. Or did I just make something up?
Well, let's hope you it's right.
I did it! It is a real thing. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Well, good job.
Yay.
Was someone talking to you? No.
Okay, we're nearly done, guys. Right, Nintendo has unveiled a selection of Valentine's Day cards specifically for people being friend zoned. Would you like one?
Yes.
Look at those lovely cards in the background.
Yes.
I think I'd rather have a Nintendo gift card kind of thing. You know, get some money out of it.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, my bad. I want a Bowser Valentine.
Friendship is a sturdy castle.
Yeah. I love Bowser. Let's be friends.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
All right. Official Nintendo Kirby Valentine's Day cards are the best thing I have ever seen. Is it? Look at that Valentine's Day card.
It's very cute. It's like his mouth kind of looks like a nose. He's Rudolph.
I
He
thought that
swirls
was
a
a
light
light
bulb.
bulb.
It's Kobe.
All right. And finally, what video game content do you think about on Valentine's Day?
Resident Evil.
Duh.
I even made
Jill Valentine.
I even made Resident Evil Valentine's one time.
Jill?
Jill?
Well, that was a quick one. this is what happens when I try to make it into a theme of the day or whatever. So,
Well, good job, Alec.
I liked it.
Where's the closing? I can't find it. There it is. All right.
Can't find his clothing.
Closing. This has
Closing.
been episode. This could have been perfect. It's episode 313, and yesterday was the 13th. Like, it was so close. So
but
close.
then it wouldn't have been Valentine's Day.
There's
Yeah.
another Jason Day in March.
Is it Saturday?
No, Friday the 13th.
Oh.
We get 2 in a row.
That's
Silly
kinda weird.
butt.
Right?
This has been episode 313. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at The Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions for access to exclusive content, or you can support us right here on YouTube. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.